Alright, so we've seen the front assembly. Now it's time to move on to the rear. Next thing we'll do is get ready to put this differential back together. Right now we need to put the heavier oil in it. So we've already put the Boca bearings, installed those on the system. So we're going to pull this apart, and I'm going to change it to 500,000 weight oil. So let's pull this apart. Pretty nasty. We're gonna clean that out. Put a little move to the greaser. Alright, so now we got that all back together. Let's get ready to fill her up. Cut the tip off. Man, this stuff's pretty thick. Might be faster to pull the top. Alright, so now we got it all worked down in there. What we'll do now is go ahead and place the top back on it and pop her back together. Alright, so we got the rear diff put back together with a nice thick oil, and she ain't turning much at all. Alright, so now let's clean out our two diff housings. We're gonna still go back in there with some udder butter. It's a good, nice waterproof grease from CalRC. Make sure you get some. Alright, so the rear diff housing is back together. One more thing we need to clean up. This is the bottom half where the differential actually sits. So we're gonna clean this out a little bit as well. Alright, and now we can start reassembly. So this sits here. Get this towel out of the way. And let's start piecing it back together. Now I'm putting my shocks on in the reverse position because I'm doing the 5th scale motor. So I want to make sure I keep enough clearance. We're not rubbing against the shock. So go ahead and do our axles. What's next, you ask? Tower. go ahead and do our knuckles. So this will sit in this way. So this will be my left side. Alright, now you put the rods on. Now, put the shocks. Now, the shocks, I still went back with the 80 weight shock oil just to give me a little stiffer spring. So we'll go ahead and put these back on. Alright, so we got the rear end put back together. Now let's go ahead and put on our fifth wheel adapters from RC Hornet. Alright, so we're locked on. Everything's turning. Alright, so next thing we'll do is slide this into here. And there we have it. So my rear end is assembled. Only thing left to do now is put this on the center chassis and get it all put back together. So stay tuned. We'll go ahead and start putting the center chassis and the rest of the XO-1 back together. Thanks a lot. This is M. White. See you soon.